Hi, this is Abe Wesley. That ain't even tells it like the TI is. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. The topic I'm going to talk to you today about is Married to Medicine Season 10, Episode 12 and 13. Episode 12 is Here We Come, Hilton House, and Episode 13 is the golf court girls. It started off with Simone and Cecil packing to get ready to go to the trip. And as they were packing, they went downstairs with their luggage and everything. And then some of the other groups, some of the other people had started to show up. It was Dr. Greg and Sweet Tea first, and then it was Alicia and Kima, and then Toya and Eugene showed up, and they were all in the kitchen talking. And then I think Simone was telling the ladies, where is Heavenly and Jackie? And then so Toya said, well, did you call him? She said, yeah, I called him, but ain't nobody answered. And then Toya said, call again and see what's going on. Call back. So she called, so Simone called Heavenly back and she said, Heavenly, what's going on? We thought you would be here. You gonna be on the trip? What's going on? You coming? She said, no, I'm not coming. She said, why you not coming? What's the matter? She said, I'm not coming because Curtis not coming. And Jackie said, Curtis not coming. And then she said, what did you say again, Heavenly? Say it again. You on speakerphone. So Heavenly repeated what she said, and then she said, I didn't know." They said, I'm gonna call Jackie and see what's going on. And then Toya said, well, why Heavenly say she not coming because of Curtis? What do Curtis have to do with her? Curtis is Jackie's husband. She should have said she not coming because of Damon. And then Simone said that's because her and Jackie are friends. But I'm finna call Jackie and see what's going on. So she called Jackie. And Jackie said, well, it's not that I don't want to come. Curtis don't want to come because I feel like Curtis feel like that he would be triggered by a situation that happened in the past. It happened in the past, and he thinks somebody in the group might bring that up. And she said, Jackie, you know, I'll never do nothing to hurt you. Me and Cecil are not those kind of people. But if Curtis feel that way, I kind of understand. She said, but that's okay if you and Curtis don't want to come. She said, like I said, if you want to come, you can come. If you don't want to come, you don't have to come. And she said, okay. She hung up the phone. And then so and then so Toya said, ain't nobody gonna bring up that stuff that happened in the past. That was 7 years ago. We didn't all forgot about that. People that forgot about that. Who they thought in the group was gonna bring that up? And then so after that, Simone said, well, like I said, that Heavenly and Jackie are real best friends, and she doing that because she's loyal to her. And then so, and this after that, Eugene spoke up and said, "Wait a minute, is it the place or the people? Which one is it? Was why did not want to come?" And then Cecil say, "We spending too much time on this. We gotta go. We gotta go." And then Tori say, "Ooh, I see the Uber out there." She called a big old bus the Uber. She said, "Ooh, I see the Uber out there. The Uber out there." So as they were getting ready to board the bus, Phaedra ran up and she said, "Hey, wait on me, wait on me." And then Simone looked back and said, "Ooh, Phaedra, I'm glad you came. I'm glad you came. I was wondering what happened to you." She said, "You know, I told you I was gonna be late." She said something about she had to take her son somewhere. But anyway, they got on the bus, and while they were boarding the bus, they all sit down and they got to talking. And then Simone said, "Ooh, I'm just so sad and disappointed that Jackie couldn't come. For the 10th anniversary couple and stuff like that." She said, "But if it's gonna hurt Curtis, is it gonna hurt Curtis and stuff like that? Well, then I'll just have to accept that." And then Toya said, do anybody on this bus really, 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 really gonna miss Heavenly not being here on the trip? All the ladies had a funny look on their face, and then Tori say, "See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about." I don't think none of them ladies wanted Heavenly on that trip, and I know Sweet Tea didn't want her on there, but all the other ladies felt the same way that Toya and Sweet Tea did. Everybody sick of Heavenly and her nonsense. But anyway, back to the show. And then so and then so after that, Tori said, "See, I told y'all that nobody really want to be on here." And then Cecil said, "Well, I'm kind of disappointed because I felt that Damon should have came. You know, Heavenly should have came with Damon. I feel like that Damon should have been there too because Damon been with us for 10 years. So he said, I just feel so bad for Damon." And then Simone said, "Well, I don't like this narrative going around that I intentionally planned a trip for Hilton Head because I want to hurt Jackie. I never want to hurt Jackie. Like I said, I'm not that kind of person. Me and Cecil are not those kind of people, and I don't like that narrative going around like that and stuff like that." And then Cecil said he kind of interrupted and said, "Wait." Wait a minute, y'all. We didn't spend too much time on that. We at Hilton Head now, and the bus was driving up, and they got out of Hilton Head, and then Toya said, "Simone, what about the rooms?" And stuff, and Simone said, "Well, I'm the one assigning the rooms. I'm the one assigning the rooms." She said, "Oh, you the one assigning the rooms?" She said, "Yeah." She said, "There's a master bedroom." She said, "I was gonna give it to Jackie, but since she's not here, me and Sister gonna take it." And then she said, "Well, who?" And then everybody else got to looking around the other rooms. And then Tori said, "Ooh, I like this room. This room look good," and stuff like that. And so they said, "Ooh, what about us?" And then Tori said, "Well, y'all are newbies. The newbies get." Tori said, "Well, y'all are newbies." She said, "The newbies get the worst room or the leftovers." And then Simone said, "Yes, that's right. They do because they are newbies." And everybody was looking at it. And then Fraser say, "Well, since y'all got me this little small room upstairs, I need somebody to help me with my bags." So I think it was Kima and Cecil, or either Kima and Eugene to help what you call with her bags. And somebody said, "Ooh yeah, Phaedra always get somebody to help her with her bags and stuff like that." She could have took them bags up herself, and then Phaedra went upstairs. And I went upstairs. Then it switched to the next scene, and the next scene was Eugene and Kima in the kitchen, making the drinks for the dinner because they had a personal chef to do to make the dinner, and then they were all going to sit outside because Simone said it was nice and pretty outside. They was all going to sit outside, so they was all sitting outside waiting for the chef to bring the food, and also waiting for Eugene and what you call it to bring out the drinks. And then Eugene asked Kima. He said, "What do you think about what happened last night?" He said, "What happened last night? Yeah, you know what happened at the party." He said, it was okay, all right. He said, but the women got to fussing and arguing and yelling, and I wasn't used to that. I wasn't used to that. I asked Alicia, do they always do that? And she said, yeah, they kind of do like that. And I said, ooh, I don't like that kind of stuff. I don't like that kind of stuff. I'm not used to that kind of stuff and stuff like that. And so while they were waiting, they was all at the table and stuff. And then somebody pointed out, I think it was Cecil, somebody pointed out and pointed to and told Simone, and she looked around, and here was Jackie and Curtis and Cecil and no, and Curtis and Dr. Jackie and Heavenly and Damon. And she said, "Oh, y'all here? We're glad y'all made it." And then Curtis said, "Well, I didn't." Well, he said, "Well, we supposed to be here. We've been here 10 years and what years. I wanted Jackie to be here because she was a doctor and stuff like that, and so they decided to come. We all know production told them to come." And stuff like that. So they tried to make like that. Curtis changed his mind and all that. Curtis ain't changed his mind, nothing. But anyway, Simone said, "We glad you're here." And she said, nobody at this table would ever bring up y'all past situation because we went through it with y'all and we know how it affected y'all. And Jackie, you know I would never do nothing to hurt you and stuff like that. And then Heavenly gonna chime in and say, "Well, you should have known about Hilton Head. You should know there was gonna be maybe a trigger point for Jackie. Did you think about Jackie feeling?" She said, "I'm not talking to you. I'm trying to explain to Jackie that I meant no. I wasn't intentionally trying to hurt her or her marriage because Jackie's my friend. I've been knowing Jackie for 20 years." Say, "But did you ever think?" She said, "Heavenly, didn't I say I'm not talking to you?" And then so Tori said, "Ooh, y'all better stop. Y'all better stop being loud and arguing. These people are watching y'all, and they would have had a white man taking cameras, doing all that stuff." Simone say, "Let's go inside." I said, "Yeah, let's go inside, and we can finish talking about this like that." And then so she said, "You know, I would never do nothing like that to you and stuff like that." She said, "Nobody at this table will bring up your past, Jack. I just want you to know that. I just want you to know that." And then Heavenly kept on saying, "Well, you should have." She said, "Well, like I told you." And then Dr. Jackie finally interjected and said, "No, Simone, I don't think that you would do this intentionally. I really do think that you did forget about what happened, and I'm glad you did because I'm over it too. I don't even think about it either, and stuff like that." And so they got to eating, and so they said nobody would bring up nothing like that. And then Sweet Tea said, "Well, I feel like," they say, "Anybody else got something?" That Sweet Tea say, "Well, I feel like there's a double standard." And they said, "What do you mean a double standard?" She said, "Jackie, y'all kept bringing up Cora to me, and then y'all kept bringing up the incident with Greg and some other woman. I wasn't around, I wasn't this, but y'all kept on doing it to me. But then when it come down to you, you don't want nobody to say nothing. But when it came down to me, y'all said everything about it." And she said, "That hurt my feelings too." And then what you got to say, "Baby girl, well, you know," she said, "now it's a double standard." Say, "Baby girl, I'll talk to you later." Baby girl, she say, "No." She say, "It's like a double standard." And she say, "Well, I'm sorry for that, Sweet Tea." And what it is, I should have thought about some of the things that I said and stuff like that to you. And now that I realize that it did hurt you, but I don't want nobody bringing up." And she say, "Well, tell me how you really feel. Bring out your feelings." And 3C say, "Blake you. F you bleep." And then I had to do the bleep word because I know what you call it. Everybody looked at shocked. Everybody looked at shocked. Dr. Jackie looked at shocked. She didn't say nothing. And then she said, "Baby girl, I'll handle you later." And then they went on to the thing. And then the next scene was Greg talking to Sweet Tea in a room. You said, "Sweet Tea, I understand. I understand that you got emotional and stuff like that." She said, "Yeah, they've been picking on me all the time, especially Jackie and all the rest of them, telling me all this stuff about Quad this and Quad that, and about your ex and all this kind of stuff. How they think I feel? How they think I feel?" He said, I know. I understand. I understand." And she said, "Well, you know, I just got emotional, and you know, I really didn't mean to do that. You know, I just got emotional and stuff like that." And she said, "I never want to do nothing to make you feel bad and disappoint you." I was saying, "Now you said exactly what you wanted to say, Sweet Tea. That's exactly what you wanted to say, and you said exactly what you wanted to say. So stand on what you say." But anyway, it was the next morning, and Doctor Greg talking about, "Well, you know, Sweet Tea, I know you was all in your emotions, all in your feelings, but you normally don't act like that and stuff like that. And I know you don't want me to act like that. I know it's just emotions going on, but I don't want you. I don't want to see you to act like that. So since I know that's not you, I think maybe you need to." And I was saying, yeah, he was encouraging Sweet Tea to apologize to Jackie. And she said, "Oh yeah." She said, "Oh yeah, you right, you right, honey." After I thought about it, and so I said, "Well, yeah, that's not me. I shouldn't do that." And so and so it was the next day, and they got on the bus, and they was on their way headed to the golf course because Simone said they were gonna have lunch and go play golf. And so while they was boarding the bus and they got on the bus, the ladies was on one bus and the men was on another bus, and so they all got on the bus and they all got on the bus and they got to talking. And they said, "Well, how did everything go?" So everything went all right, but I didn't like the fact that Heavenly came there and tried to paint a narrative and tried to do that and got all loud. She said, "You the one that got all loud." Simone said, "No, the only one I got all loud because you kept on trying to overtalk me, and I was trying to explain to Jackie that it was just a misunderstanding on my part, and I had forgotten about the situation." And Jackie said, "Well, yeah." She said, "Jackie said, yeah, we really want to move on from that. That